Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Thursday, October 31st, 2024 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is, I allow the outer spookies to help me empower and take responsibility for my inner spookies. And sometimes it doesn't sound as scary when you call it the spookies, right? Happy Halloween, blessed Samhain. Here we are, Halloween energy. I think Halloween is a really fun time to see what people are aligning with, right? Like looking at costumes, looking to see what people dress up as, that's where your alignment is. Now, funny, I was looking for my cat ears, but I could only find my bat ears. And that's funny to me too, because a week ago, a friend posted, which version of the Fool are you? And I chose the Fool version with the cat, but I was like, but I'm kind of this one too with the bat. It was a baseball bat, but I was like, but I'm making it bat. So bat energy up for me. What's up for you? If you are dressing up, what are you dressing up as? If you're not dressing up but have thought about it, what would you dress up as? Noticing that alignment could shed insight. Everything has information for us should we choose to heed the teacher, right? Going back to that lesson. We are also in the day before the new moon. We have the new moon coming up on November 1st, early in the morning in Scorpio. I wouldn't say that it's a particularly challenging new moon astro aspect wise, but the dark of the moon in Scorpio can take us deeper than we're used to. And so just be aware of that in this energy. Now, in the background, there's definitely some potent stuff going on that I've been talking about. Today, we're really activating this Mars-Pluto opposition as we have the moon coming in and squaring both Mars and Pluto. Now, the good news is the moon comes in early to do this. Kind of grateful for that. But you may wake up feeling rotten, feeling the wrong side of the bed, feeling power and control issues showing up. Anytime we have Pluto, it really can, especially in this Capricorn energy, shake up our power and control issues. But Mars just feeds into that. If it was another planet, maybe it'd be like, whatever. But Mars is like, I'm ready to fight right back, right? And even though the moon in Libra is reminding us of inner peace, sometimes we have to speak up. Sometimes we cannot help ourselves. And sometimes the inner spookies just take over, right? So be aware of that in this energy. Moon squaring Mars could bring up the feels. Now that happens 8 a.m. Pacific time, that Moon-Mars square. Moon-Pluto happens a little bit closer to 10 a.m. Pacific time. So I guess it's not as early as I was hoping in the morning. Ugh. Sometimes that Pluto energy, you may actually feel sleepy. There may actually be some inner transformation for you. So watch for that. And if you're called to take a nap and you can take a nap, take a nap. Tune out for a little bit because, the Mars-Pluto, they're both really potent. It's also interesting because they're both connected to Scorpio. So being very aware of whatever shadows, whatever spookies this is bringing up in you, could be really potent in your personal transformation and breakthrough process. I also have to say that these two cards always remind me of staying in the heart. Courage is the strength card. It is a card of heart. But this one has this big white heart busting forth. So see where you can stay in your heart. We're then going to have some void moon energy. The moon shifting into Scorpio at 10:30 a.m. Pacific time. Again, you may just kind of feel your energy going a little bit downhill in that. For the evening, we do have Mercury in Scorpio connecting to Neptune in Pisces. This is an interesting thing. This is definitely a trine. You may get swept away in the illusion, in the fun of that Halloween energy, but I encourage you to keep one foot grounded in the world, right? And not get too carried away in that illusion energy. Now, I always say use your illusion. So if you're staying home, this might be a great night for meditating. But again, put up your boundaries, ground yourself, because the veils are very thin at this time. And you never know what you might connect into. This could also lead to some fun ghost stories and all kinds of things. Have fun, but stay grounded, right? New moon, like I said, on Friday, early in the morning. We'll talk about that tomorrow, in tomorrow's scope. The Mars-Pluto opposition does not happen till Sunday, the exact time on Sunday, but it is being activated by multiple things on its way there. So I'm hearing the Pink Panther theme, like when the Pink Panther would like kind of like creep around. This is kind of the Mars-Pluto energy. Again, they're ruled by Scorpio, and so there's powerful transformation in this if you can bring your awareness. Just know Mars at that Cancer can bring the emotions, and Pluto and Capricorn might be trying to like control some of the stuff. But again, there's some breakthrough energy. Stay in your heart for this. What next? Let's stick with these cards and then we'll move on. Speaking of control, morality, the shoulds. A lot of people outside of us can try to control us with the shoulddiness, but then it translates within ourselves, and we should on ourselves. So watch where somebody might be shoulding on you, but where you may be shoulding as well on somebody else, on yourself, and it's keeping you trapped. And this is definitely mental. There's definitely a mental energy in this. Staying in your heart helps. Also, utilizing Eye of the Tiger. Where are you going? What is important to you? Does this morality, does this shouldiness align with your Eye of the Tiger? This is part of Mars energy, is like knowing your motivation. This is also part of Scorpio energy. What is your motivation, and is this aligned? I would even pull it in, the Taurus energy as well, to really reflect upon your values, because sometimes we'll get stuck in the shoulddiness and it won't even reflect our values, right? Like, I'm not going to go into politics, but I see that sometimes in politics, right? So there we go. We also have the Burden card. Watch for where your mind goes in these energies. Again, the veil is thin, and I do find somewhat psychic people can, you know, call in additional spookies. So watch for that in and through these energies. We don't need to take on anything else beyond what we already carry. I pulled beautiful, the lamp, kind of like jack-o'-lantern, but it's reminding us to stay connected to the light, to align with positive things. Remember those who have passed by celebrating their light rather than mourning their death. I think there's always a time for mourning and grief, but it's really beautiful when we can celebrate that legacy, right? And here we are entering our time of the Days of the Dead. So that's a really potent energy. It's a potent energy. And it talks about even those like that we didn't have the most easy relationship with, that we can learn even more from them than we do our friends. The darkness can illuminate our strengths and our true values so we can live them more clearly and fully. So that goes very much aligned with what I was saying. I'm sorry, I totally forgot to post the cauldron post the other day, so I'll post that and this time on my Instagram. There we go. So that's it for today. You can book a reading. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. Happy Halloween, blessed sewing, ground in, be safe. Watch your reaction energy, and besides all that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and remember who you are, for you are the solution. Namaste.